We're in one of Anthony Nolan's test labs where just this year alone over 26,400 new donors have been added to their register.
Fascinating. I think, when I think about it, someone's actually designed all of this. There are over 43,000 different variants of HLA genes, and more are being discovered every day.
Anthony Nolan, let's go!
Right, it's 8:30 a.m. We're going to visit Anthony Nolan, one of our charity partners. They've got a lab that we're going to see all the science and research behind all the wonderful work that they do. So it should be an exciting day. Looking forward to it. When we were looking at which charities to partner with, we were looking at what charities out there sort of align with some of our values and some of our aims. So when we were looking at Anthony Nolan, they've got a big thing around equity, so sort of equal access to treatment for all. And that really sort of spoke to us, and we met and we sort of chatted, and really from there that's where our partnership has grown, sort of looking at what we can do within the organisation to get them involved, to increase their profile and see what they do. So yeah, it's been a really good partnership and a really good journey for us. We've just arrived here at the Anthony Nolan. We've got the Research Institute over there, and then there's the labs, the research labs over there. So pretty excited, going to find out a few things, a lot more than we don't know, so that should be exciting for us.
Yeah, just been for a coffee, so we're prepped and ready. It's going to be really exciting to kind of see how the support that we give from a Unity employee-led community and how it kind of impacts Anthony Nolan and kind of, all the background work. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Shall we go?
Good. Let's go.
Let's go. So we've got our lab coats now, we're about to head into the lab, super exciting. So we'll get this on. Anthony Nolan, let's go. Yeah, we've done a couple donor recruitment events at our head office in Enderby. So just seeing this shows how important those drives are. And like James said, expanding that over our business areas, can really get Anthony Nolan and the work we do together out there.
So we've just been in and seen how when they receive samples in what they do. So for example, they've had samples from a patient and samples from potential donors, and see how much of or how close a match it is for the person who needs it. Swabs as well that they've received, so maybe from different events where people have had their swabs taken, and they come in here as well, and they'll sort of categorize them to put them on the registry. So yeah, interesting journey these things go through. Fascinating. I think, when I think about it, someone's actually designed all of this.
So we've just been taken through the steps of extraction. It was really interesting to see. So the team told us that they used to do this manually, kind of pipette each sample into loads of little pipettes, and that kind of did take a long process. However, now we've got some great machinery, and the team said that this is kind of done a lot faster. We've just seen all of the kind of samples come out extracted with DNA, so it was so cool to see.
One of the big things for us in terms of where values align with Anthony Nolan has been they've got a big aim in their strategy around equity. And it's about giving everyone the same opportunity to access a match. I guess the reality of it is that people from ethnic minorities, for example, have less chance of finding a match. It's been just an interesting look at the way they're trying to find different ways of diversifying the registry to improve outcomes for everyone. you know, in terms of when it's like being copied out, is that like, in my head I've got like a spreadsheet where you say Control C and then Control V across many cells. Is that literally,
yeah,
okay?
It is like that.
You have an enzyme that just attaches and reattaches and reattaches in the heat and cooling and just extends.
Because I was thinking like, because you're not breaking it up into small bits, but you're like, yeah, it's like taking a, but no, it's not a photo, but it's still real.
Like a photocopy. Kind of.
But then it's like real, like.
Yeah.
Is that where the whole cloning thing comes from as well? Like, I guess, I don't know. So upstairs we saw how they extracted the DNA out of the blood. And what they're doing down here is they're sort of saying, okay, well, you've got all this DNA, but really there are only 11 parts of it, or 11 parts of it that relate to the immune system. So like do away with stuff like eye color and whatever. Let's focus on the things that really impact the immune system. And effectively it then goes through a process. So we've seen the Hamilton machine essentially separates out the genes that they want to look at, and then it goes through another sort of process, PCR, which then sort of multiplies those particular genes into sort of gazillions of copies. So it's like a little photocopy machine, if you like. With those being amplified, they can then do sort of the further sort of, I don't know, like gene testing, if you like, on both the patient and the donor's kind of DNA.
So we're now going into post. So for this, post PCR. So for this we need a new lab coat. Let's go. So exciting, there's machines all around us. I've seen 3 Hamiltons already, so interested to see what these other machines do. So we've just finished the first half of the day in the clinical part of the Anthony Nolan lab. We're going to head out for some lunch, and then we're going to come back for the second half, and we're going to go into the research facility and find out all the great stuff they do in there.
We are now about to go into the Research Institute. So this next bit is about the things they're looking around, where there's a gap now between where you can't get someone to match, what's sort of going on and what are they trying to do to improve sort of outcomes for patients, to reduce the non-matching gap. So it'll be interesting. We'll be spending time with Tom and his team to sort of see what goes on there. Yeah, so we just had a bit of time with Tom. So he's a immunogeneticist. So really fascinating. So there's sort of 2 elements that they sort of look at within this side of the Research Institute. So one is in terms of the, like I was saying earlier, the mismatches. So where, for example, donors and patients don't match and how they can improve those matches. So he was talking about some of the research that they're doing. So there's a lot about going into more detail within a gene sequence. And what they found is where there's more detail, you can know more things and then be able to do more, so get better medication or look for other alternative ways to sort of help patients. So that was really fascinating in terms of the research they've got on there. And then obviously once they've discovered what's right and what needs to do, is how you get it implemented on the ground. So we had a good discussion around that. So that was really fascinating. And then we've just been over to see some cells that have been growing. So they've sort of cultured some cells out, and they use those then to test various things as well. So yeah, amazing to see how much research is going on to improve things. My mind has been blown, and I'm humbled by the amount of passion and expertise we have, in terms of people putting their efforts towards life-changing kind of things. So that's been really good. And it's sort of highlighted to me just how important it is for an organisation like ours to support an organisation like this, you know, and it gives us this sense that we're part of something far much bigger than ourselves, you know, and seeing the life-changing stuff that Anthony Nolan's doing and us being a part of that and helping that with the way we're collaborating with them. Yeah, it's just given me a new sense of appreciation for that, which I've really found inspirational.
Yeah, I'd echo the same. I think whether it's a product collaboration, whether it's attending the Anthony Nolan Awards like we did yesterday evening, kind of leading on the initiatives that we do, both Unity and kind of Next as a whole, I think, yeah, it's just given me that more appreciation and understanding of the need for it really. So yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, no, really good day.